You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube, and we have got our weekly prediction edition. We have got 5 sizzling spoilers for your front burner storylines, and we are so excited to share these with you. We've got some stuff about Summer, Phyllis, Ashley, Nick, Sharon, Devon, Abby. Lots of stuff to unpack here. We're going to dig right in, but first, if you haven't, please click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates, spoilers, news, and more. Okay, our first prediction for this edition is that Summer Newman is arrested, and it's up to Phyllis to woman up and either take the blame or let her daughter take even more heat for what she has done. Already, Summer has lost Kyle. Not only did he say he wanted a separation, he went right away and started banging some other chick, and on Monday, he's sending Audra flowers and diamond earrings. He's already just, okay, I got a new person. I told my wife I wanted to separate. I didn't file any paperwork yet or anything, but I did wait 37 minutes before I got in bed with someone else. So Summer has already lost so much, and Chance warned Summer that Christine was planning to throw the book at her for aiding and abetting her mother after the fact. And with what Summer has already lost and the position that Phyllis put her in to start with that Summer never asked for, and that's on top of Summer grieving, the right thing to do would be for Phyllis to tell Christine, drop the charges against my daughter and I'll plead guilty to, whatever. That's what Phyllis really should do, because she's the one who put Summer in this predicament. If Phyllis's crazed jealousy over Diane hadn't gotten the better of her, her daughter wouldn't be dealing with this right now. All right, our number 2 prediction is that Ashley is going to deal a crippling blow to Jabot. So she holds patents on a bunch of Jabot products. And I don't know if you remember this, but several years back when they did the whole thing where she had her brother Jack questioning if he was John's biological son, and because there's a thing in the Jabot bylaws, or that maybe Jack had put in the bylaws that you had to be a biological Abbott or something. It was just this whole big bone of contention between him and Ashley. And she took a bunch of her patents and walked away and started a new business in Paris called My Beauty. I think since then, because she's back at Jabot, that and the patents are now all back as part of Jabot. But now Ashley and Tucker have declared that they are starting a new beauty company. So is Ashley going to pull the same stunt again and walk away with her patents to some of the major products that Jabot sells? She could really do Jack and Billy and everybody else that drives revenue from the family business into, financial problems. But Ashley may think, okay, Jack is willing to pollute the company by bringing Diane in, so better my dad's company just dies than having someone horrible like Diane there. I could see Ashley just being that extreme about it. All right, our number 3 prediction for Y&R is that Nick Newman is going to get even greedier. So what we're seeing right now is that Nick wants to keep spending time over there with Sharon. He wants to keep playing protector and friend and co-parent and bonded person, but he also doesn't want Adam to have Sally. So Nick says he loves Sally, but I'm not seeing it. I don't know if you guys are seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing a guy who likes sleeping with Sally. I'm seeing a guy who likes Sally. I'm seeing a guy who doesn't want his brother to have Sally. And I really questioned him saying he loved her, and then he also said he'd be there for her, and then instantly that was off the table. And now she's grieving. She's at this low point, and Sharon told Nick, go spend time with Sally, and he's not. But I think basically he is going to ramp up his efforts to discredit Adam to Sally while also not backing off from Sharon. And he doesn't want Adam to be able to talk to Sharon either. It's like Nick is just like, no, these are my toys. And I think he's just being greedy with them. And I think that's going to keep growing as we go on. All right, our number 4 prediction is that Devon and Abby are going to move into the Chancellor mansion. You may remember that Chancellor already suggested it. He said that he thought Dominic was more comfortable at the family mansion, and they're doing more caregiving than he is because, of his work schedule. So he suggested that Devon and Abby just move into the Chancellor mansion. He's totally being an adult about this and says he'll get an apartment nearby and he can just come over and see Dominic there when he's not taking him out and doing stuff. So Devon said he would think about it, but then on the week of July 10th through 14th, there's an official spoiler that says Devon honors his legacy. And I believe that is embracing his Chancellor side by moving into the family estate because, yes, he's a Chancellor just as well as Chance is. So that is our number 4 prediction. We got one left for you that also has to do with Sharon, Nick, and Adam. We're excited to share it. But real quick, if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Y&R spoilers or updates. And if you enjoyed this prediction edition, click us a like. Okay, our number 5 prediction is that Sharon confronts Nick about his anti-Adam scheme. So remember the other day, Sharon and Nick were talking about Sally grieving, and Sharon said she wishes there was a way that Adam and Sally could grieve together. And Nick kind of brushed it off. He's like, oh, Sally doesn't want to talk to him, but he also doesn't want them grieving together. He doesn't. Let's face that, because the same way he was bothered that the baby was Adam's and not his is anything that bonds those two together or has any chance to reheat their past relationship, Nick is going to have a fit about. And she had said they should grieve together, which makes sense. And then Sharon was also telling Nick, go see Sally. And he brushed that off and he stayed at her house. And, in decades past, when Nick is in this situation, he will cheat with an ex. But I think in this situation, I don't know if Sharon would go down that road with him. She might, but I don't know if she would. She has, this newfound maturity and she's got her psychology degree and all that. I instead think that Sharon might question Nick and say, look, do you really love Sally or do you love the idea of messing with Adam? Do you love the idea of making sure he can't have someone that he really wants? Is Sharon the person who can get Nick to see reason and get him to walk away from Sally?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.